Oh, this is from It's Soul One. It's Soul One. They want to know my top 5 albums. I like that question. Um, Top 5 albums. Okay, I don't know if these are in any order, but off the top of my head, Purple Rain. That's the album I listen to. I don't skip. And then of course, it's Prince. So, Purple Rain. What else? Carla want me to embarrass myself and sing my favorite song off Purple Rain. What is okay? Why am I letting her let me embarrass myself? Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, I'm not embarrassing myself anymore. Anywho, that's one of my favorite songs. Obviously, Purple Rain is my favorite song, but When Doves Cry is a close second. So Purple Rain, definitely one of my favorite albums. What's the 411? A lot of y'all Mary lovers like my life, but what's the 411 for me? I do not skip. When I remember getting that CD. This is back when people went into the store and got CDs. I remember buying albums. But people went and got CDs and I would just let it play. Like Real Love was like so revolutionary to me. So I love that whole album. I know every word to every song on that album. So yes, Real Love, Mary J. Blige. Another one, I don't say anything Adele, like all of Adele's albums. But her last album, the one with Easy on Me, she always names them her age. So I think this may have been 30. But anyway, that album, this was the album that she did after she got divorced and was raising her son. I gotta say, I ain't divorced, I don't have no son, but she made me feel like I was a single mom sitting at home after going through a divorce. What is it about Adele? Why do her melodies just make us just feel everything? And another thing is interesting about Adele, ain't nobody mad about her and who is it? Rich Paul. That's what she said. Ain't nobody mad about Adele and Rich Paul. Like sometimes we mad about stuff. That one, I'm like, you know what? I just want Adele to be happy because she's giving us so many ballads. Like I want Adele to be happy. We want Mary to be happy too. And I'm happy. I'm sorry that Mary went through so many things, but from her pain, she gave us some beautiful music. So, okay. I said Adele. I'm getting sidetracked. Adele, Purple Rain. What's the 411? I got 2 more. I feel like I got to throw some hip hop in there. Y'all know I love Outkast. Why do Carla is off camera, y'all, trying to tell me to sing my favorite song off each of these? I am not about to embarrass myself. Flow? Off what? Off what? Oh man, if I gotta pick one, I gotta rap off of. Okay. Let me think. Okay, this is not my favorite. This is not my favorite album, but I will tell y'all, this is one of my favorite songs is when I was first introduced to Tupac. Y'all, some of y'all may be too young to know. Tupac used to be with Digital Underground. And so we all knew Shock G, like we all knew them. But then same song came out. And I was like, who is this rapping on this song? And it was Tupac's verse. And I was hooked from then. If we gonna have a Biggie Tupac debate, I gotta say I was a Tupac girl. Like I love Biggie, don't get me wrong. Biggie had it was no Google back then. I had to look in the dictionary at some of the words he was using. He was a lyricist, but that Tupac verse. So I'll give y'all this verse, okay? Is this thing on? Okay. This was Tupac's verse. His first time he was rapping on the song Digital Underground, same song. I used to clown around when I hang around with the underground. Girls used to clown, say I'm down when I come around. Gas me when they pass me. They used to diss me, harass me. Now they ask me if they can kiss me. Get some fame. People change. Want to live life high. Same song can't go wrong. If I played a nice guy. Claim the fame. Must I change? Now that I became strong, I remain still the same. Why too? Because it's the same song. That was Tupac's verse. I was so into it. Carla got me embarrassing myself, dropping my flow. Dropping my Tupac flow, but it was a short little verse, and I was like, damn, this dude is dope, and I liked him, and anyway, I was into him ever since, so that's one of my favorites. All of his stuff, I was into all of his stuff. Biggie, for sure, but I don't know that I would put that in, my top albums. T.I., like he's a rapping dude. But then, I got to show the ladies some love. When I was young, the first album I ever bought was Hot, Cool, Vicious. And this was literally an album, Hot, Cool, Vicious. Who know who sang the song Hot, Cool, Vicious? I'm waiting a minute before I tell y'all because I want y'all to drop in the comments. Don't cheat and Google. Drop in the comments who y'all think it is. Hot, Cool, Vicious. It was 3 women on the album cover, and one was in it was like a shaded red, and then one was like purple, and then one was like blue, and they were all together. Do y'all give up? I'm gonna just tell you. Salt and Pepper. It was Salt and Pepper, Hot, Cool, Vicious. That was one of my favorite songs. Tramp, What You Call Me? Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, that was one of my favorites. So yes, those are my albums. I don't think I gave you 5, but you got an idea of who some of my faves are. Top 5. Oh, favorite author. I like this question. So I read a lot, you guys. So I don't know that I can narrow it down to my favorite author, but I will tell you some of my favorite books. Ghana Must Go. It was one of my absolute favorite books. It was an amazing book. And I'm so awful because I can't remember the author. The other one, okay, this is a book that there are 2 books that I give away as presents. One I've been giving away for 20 years now. And this is it's a book called The Poisonwood Bible. Poisonwood is one word, The Poisonwood Bible. And it is by Barbara Kingsolver. And she is a white woman, and let me just tell you the premise of the story. It is a white Southern Christian family who travels to the Congo during the reign of Lumumba. And this white Southern Christian family is there to show the local savages, in quotes, how to properly worship Jesus. That is where the story begins. And this white woman captures white fragility and supremacy in the most accurate of ways. And I don't want to tell you what happened because I want you all to read the book. But one interesting thing that came out of that book, and I was like in my early 20s, I think, when I first read this book. One interesting thing that came out of it is as they were talking to the local people of the Congo, they were talking to them about democracy. And this is the way things have to be. And you guys have to operate in a democracy. So you have to vote on this. And the community, it was a chief, a chief in the Congo who said, so you're trying to tell me America is okay if 49% of its community is unhappy, just because 51% of people are. And you're trying to tell me, a chief, that my opinion is the same as an 18-year-old's opinion. I am a chief in my 50s or 60s, however old he was, and I have to stand on equal footing with this 18-year-old. I mean, look, I appreciate democracy. You look at what's happening across the globe. I think it's a legitimate it is a legitimate function of government that, when we are included, I understand it. But having it challenged, it really did help shape my worldview when I was a younger woman.